The 3X Yield Blueprint. 10 seed secrets they don't want you to know. Stop wasting your money on high-end nursery starts. Most gardeners are failing before they even touch the soil. You've been told that a seed, some dirt, and a window are enough. That lie is why your yields are stagnant and your plants are leggy. Today, we are breaking the cycle. I'm revealing the 10 illegal seed starting hacks that the big seed corporations and expensive nurseries hope you never find out. We aren't just growing plants, we are engineering a 3x yield increase before the first leaf even pops. If you think you know how to start seeds, prepare to realize how much harvest you've been leaving on the table. Most videos tell you to use a heat mat. I'm going to show you why that might be killing your roots and what to use instead for a 300% faster germination rate. By the end of this video, you'll have a roadmap to a garden so productive, your neighbors will think you're using lab-grade steroids, but it's just science. Method 1. The Scarification Scam and the Sandpaper Shuffle. Let's talk about the first gap in your garden: dormancy. Most seeds are designed to survive a winter, not to sprout in your living room. If you just drop a hard-shelled seed like a pea, bean, or nasturtium into the dirt, you're losing 14 days of growth. That's 2 weeks of lost harvest time. The Sandpaper Shuffle is the secret. By lining a matchbox with fine grit sandpaper and shaking your seeds for 30 seconds, you create microscopic abrasions that allow water to penetrate the embryo instantly. But wait, doing this to the wrong seed will rot it in hours. I'll tell you which ones to avoid in a second, but first, let's get a pulse on the community. Drop your country in the comments below and let me know. Do you start your plants from seeds, or do you still buy starts from the store? I'm reading every single one. Method 2. The Hydro Pulse Pre-Soak. Not just water. Standard videos say soak your seeds overnight. That's amateur hour. Plain water can actually drown the embryo if left too long, and it does nothing to prevent damping off, that silent killer that makes your seedlings fall over and die overnight. The 3x yield method uses a hydrogen peroxide pulse. Mix 1 part 3% hydrogen peroxide with 4 parts water. This does 2 things. It chemically softens the seed coat, and it kills fungal spores on the seed surface. You'll see bubbles. That's oxygen being delivered directly to the heart of the seed. This doesn't just start the plant, it supercharges the initial root development. Method 3. The Dollar Tree Humidity Vault. Budget hack. You don't need a $50 propagation dome. Those are flimsy and crack. Instead, head to the kitchen aisle of the Dollar Tree. Grab the extra deep aluminum roasting pans and the clear plastic lids meant for catering. The secret here isn't just the container, it's the thermal mass. Because the bottom is reflective aluminum, it bounces light back up to the undersides of the leaves, something a black plastic tray can never do. This prevents legginess by ensuring the plant gets 360-degree photon exposure. Coming up, I'm going to show you a vibrational hack used by commercial tomato farmers to increase stem thickness by 40% in just 5 minutes a day. You won't believe what household appliance you need for this. Method 4. The Myco-Dip trick for infinite roots. The biggest weakness in most seed starting videos is they ignore the biology of the soil. When you start a seed in sterile mix, the plant is lonely. It has to do all the work of gathering nutrients itself. To 3x your yield, you need mycorrhizal fungi. But don't just mix it in the soil. That's a waste of money. Instead, perform a seed roll. Lightly dampen your seeds with your peroxide mix, then roll them in pure mycorrhizal powder until they look like powdered donuts. When that seed sprouts, the fungi are already attached to the first root hair. This creates a biological internet that expands the root surface area by up to 1,000% within the first month. Method 5. Electro-culture starts. The controversial edge. This is the one that traditionalists hate. Electro-culture. By placing a small copper coil, literally just a piece of stripped copper wire wrapped clockwise around a wooden skewer in your seed tray, you're tapping into the Earth's atmospheric energy. Does it sound like sci-fi? Maybe. but studies have shown that subtle electrical currents increase ion exchange in the soil. This leads to faster nutrient uptake. Faster uptake means a shorter time to the first harvest. If you can harvest your peppers 2 weeks earlier, you get a third flush of fruit before the frost. That is how you 3x your yield. We're just getting warmed up. I'm about to reveal why your grow lights might actually be making your plants weaker, and the window reflection hack that doubles your light intensity for $0. Method 6. The cinnamon barrier, the natural fungicide. The number one reason people give up on seeds is damping off. You see your beautiful sprouts and the next morning they've shriveled at the base. Most pro videos tell you to use chemical fungicides. Don't do that. Reach into your spice cabinet for Ceylon cinnamon. Cinnamon is a natural antifungal agent. But here's the gap. Don't just sprinkle it on top. Mix it into the top ½ inch of your starting medium. This creates a sterile zone where the stem emerges. If you've ever lost a tray of seeds to that white fuzzy mold, type rescue in the comments. I'm going to send a lucky commenter a full seed starting kit to help you get back on track. Method 8. The stress test vibration hack. Why are nursery plants so much tougher than yours? It's not the fertilizer, it's the wind. Indoors, your plants are pampered. They grow tall and weak. Enter the electric toothbrush method. Twice a day, lightly touch the side of your seedling cells with a vibrating toothbrush. This mimics the mechanical stress of wind and environmental pressure. It triggers the plant to produce more lignin, making the stems thick and woody. A thick stem is a highway for nutrients. If your pipe is wider, your yield is bigger. Period. In 3 minutes, I'm showing you the boiling water hack. Yes, you heard me right. I'm going to show you why pouring boiling water on your soil is the only way to ensure 100% survival for your delicate seeds. Method 9. The bottom watering siphon system. Stop watering from the top. When you pour water onto the soil surface, you're compacting the medium, crushing the tiny air pockets your seeds need to breathe. You're also inviting fungus gnats to lay their eggs in the moist top layer. The 3x yield method is capillary siphoning. Use a felt mat or even a recycled microfiber towel at the bottom of your tray. Pour the water into the tray, not the pots. The soil will wick up exactly what it needs and not a drop more. This keeps the surface dry, no gnats, and forces the roots to grow downward in search of moisture. Deep roots equal massive harvests. The final secret, the vernalization reset, the cold trick. This is the final secret. Some seeds, especially perennials and certain herbs, have a chemical alarm clock that won't go off until they've been frozen. This is called stratification. But here's the hack. Instead of waiting 3 months in the fridge, use the flash freeze method. Put your seeds in a damp paper towel inside a baggie and cycle them between the freezer and the counter every 12 hours for just 3 days. This shocks the seed into thinking winter has come and gone in 72 hours. Your germination rate will jump from 40% to nearly 100%. The 3x yield math. Why this matters? Let's do the math. If you use the peroxide pulse, you get 20% more plants. If you use air pruning, those plants grow 50% faster. If you use electro-culture and Myco-Dipping, your fruit size increases by 30%. When you stack these 10 methods, you aren't just getting a few more tomatoes, you're creating a biological engine. You're turning a $3 packet of seeds into $300 worth of organic produce. The reason your favorite gardening influencers have such perfect gardens isn't because they have a green thumb. It's because they understand that the first 21 days of a plant's life determine its entire future. If you found even one of these hacks useful, hit that subscribe button. But don't just watch, go do it. I want you to go right now to your kitchen, grab that cinnamon, and treat your soil. Want to know exactly which seeds you should never start indoors? Click this video right here because if you start these 5 crops in trays, you've already killed them. See you there.